Born in Portugal in 1933, Alvaro Siza is one of the world's most well-known names in architecture. He graduated with a degree in architecture from the University of Porto in 1955, and a year before he finished his studies, he completed his first building and opened his own private practice. Later on, he returned to teach at the university, and he has also been a visiting professor at Harvard University, University of Pennsylvania, Los Andes University of Bogota, and École Polytechnique Fédérale de Lausanne. He was awarded the prestigious Pritzker Prize in 1992 for his work on the renovation project of the Chiado area in Lisbon, which was destroyed by a fire in 1988.
Alvaro Siza took on a project by painter Armanda Passos. Situated in Porto, Portugal, this simple white house called Casa Armanda Passos took 4 years to complete and was finished in 2005.
The house is composed of 3 volumes on a small ground area. Siza wanted to take advantage of the garden as much as possible so that he would avoid creating an isolated mess. The patios would serve as a transition between the building and the natural surroundings.
One of the patios is situated between the multifunctional living room and the residence, and another next to the driveway. A space exists in front of the multifunctional living room, and between it and wall between the street and the front of the house is another patio. So there are 3 differentiated spaces.
The entrance of the house is designed to form contrast. One is narrow and the other the opposite. The flights of the stairs along the narrow walkway leads to a wider path, and together, the manipulation of the pathway creates a sense of mystery and general fascination within the building.
Note that the house is much lower in height than the neighboring houses. This was done to create space, to make it feel wider as opposed to tall and narrow. Some of the space created in the front and also on the sides also allowed for the planting of trees.
The house contains elements that characterize architecture from the 1950s and the Eastern world. The brise-soleil provides shade and protection from the heat of the sun, while also creating a transition between the interior and exterior. An articulation of the well-defined exterior spaces suggests influence from Japanese architecture. The patios, along with the large windows that frame the exterior, allow for fantastic communication with the interior, while the garden portrays a sense of intimacy.
When the trees and bushes are planted are based on providing solar protection for the house. For example, the west-facing multifunctional living room has a brise-soleil to protect the window from the south when the sun is high in the sky. And when the sun sets, the neighboring house provides the protection. An evergreen tree was planted in a place where the sun could potentially create discomfort in the summer. A deciduous tree is planted near the window of the western side of the same room because in the winter, the house is more comfortable with direct sunlight.
In Alvaro Siza's experience, he finds it difficult to mix too many materials, so the building's materials used are very traditional. Reinforced concrete is the main material used, along with glass and stucco.
In conclusion, this house was designed to be comfortable to live in at all hours of the day, all days of the year. Don't be fooled by the seemingly simplistic design. Alvaro Siza has put much consideration into the details of the house. Even the placement of the trees benefit Armanda Passos as the owner.